Evet, Multiverse Lock kanalında Elysium'da kaldığımız yerden aynen devam ediyoruz. Geçen bölüm şu limanın girişinde duran iri siyahi arkadaştan bir kafa yorma şeyi aldık. Ona kafamız yorulurken şöyle göstereyim, üstünlük teorisi. Ona kafamız yorulurken ben de dedim ki şuraya geleyim, burada girmediğim bir kapı vardı, buradan içeriye bir gireyim, bir bakalım neler oluyor, bir görelim dedim.
A sturdy metal door. This could be a way into the door rattles against your knuckles.
Ay bir dakika, tekrar tıkla da basacaktım ya.
A sturdy. This could be a way. The door rattles.
Stop banging on the door. I'm not letting any more strangers inside. Doesn't matter who I am. The police. Everyone.
Kimse polisin burada gezdiğine inanmıyor ya.
No, I already told you. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will. Good. We had enough problems with bums and drunks and thieves loitering in the hallway. You have no business here.
Adam zarlar ne kadar düşük geliyor ha.
Threat in legalese that implies criminal liability, but in fact has no meaning whatsoever.
Sorumluluk teşkil eder gibi görünen ama aslında hiçbir anlamı olmayan tehditkar dilini kullanmakta tecrübelisin.
I know my rights, and don't you mom me, boy.
Miss, would it help if we offer to show you our badges?
Ah, it's like a carrot to the stick, sort of.
Hold your horses. I don't care about your stinking badge. Just come in.
Ne oldu? Aynen. Tamam, içeri girdik. Tartı sorarak öğren. Daire numarasını öğrenelim. Gir bakalım içeri. Teyzem kolay gelsin ya.
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
Kıyamam teyzem sana. Otur, süpürme, ben süpürürüm kız.
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry.
You're still worried. It's very.
Now, what do you want from...
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans... If you can call it living. I have a little...
Kıyamam, kömür deposunun yanında kalıyormuş teyze.
It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my...
She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while. Even her sentences feel rusty.
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil. What's he in trouble for? Talk?
Teyzem gülme sen teyzem.
So funny about that.
28 numarada kalıyormuş.
Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
Ask away, policeman.
Şimdi mi?
The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still, she leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her.
Geri dışarı mı çıktık? Ha, balkona çıktık.
Ruination has come. The broken arches betray the once grand history of this building. A great force from the northeast fired into the city. Heavy artillery shelled the coastline. fired from a straight shot into Revachol.
Zamanda çıkan savaş veya devrimden işte hasar almış, onu
The shelling
gözlemliyor.
was destroyed, and they had the waves of what didn't fall into the ocean was used as scrap. Those arches acted as only 3 stories stand with 9 to 12 one. A fleet, the combined armies of Occident, they massed air. Many are still there to this. Coalition warship Archer can shoot 50 shells.
The coalition. But that was a long time ago. I think we should move.
He does not like talking politics of this kind.
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are.
Bir şey söyleyeyim, bunu konuşmak sadece zaman kaybı olacak ya.
Yeah, you got me now.
Uf, 2.25 buldum ha, çok iyi. Kıyamam, kadın burada yatıyormuş abi, bu ne? Ne sindisi, kadın burada dedi ya kömürlüğün yanında yatıyorum diye. Yani yanına da kedi çizmiş. Oo, pantolon da bulduk. Bakayım. Artı bir elektrokimya, eksi bir tepki hızı. Tepki hızımız zaten yerin dibinde yani. Bu da artı bir elektrokimya, eksi bir işbirliği verdi. Ver bunu, ver. İşbirliği bir artsın bari.
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm.
Ha, bir şey bulduk cebinde.
Hey, it's a chewing gum.
Çiklet kağıdıymış.
It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer. By the way, the raw materials were most likely exported from Seaguy, the apricot suzerainty, and processed in Surrey clay.
Okay. Burada mı kilitli ya? Şunu açabilir miyiz? Yes. Crowbar'la mı geçsem anasını satayım elimde? Burada başka bir şey yok herhalde. Böyle bir de ışıkla da bakalım da. Ha, orada bir şey yoktu. Gel. Buradan devam. İyi, biraz para bulduk. Kârdır. Eski bir alışveriş listesi.
It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it. That one didn't have a door. Sadly, nothing of great value remains here. Indeed.
$8 daire. Aa, şimdi değil.
Yes.
9 numaralı daire. Ne aldık? Kartpostal. Etkileşime bir şey almışız. Bu ne? Aa, ciklet ambalajıyla etkileşime giriyormuşuz. Gir bakayım.
A crinkled chewing gum wrapper.
Yanmış etikette Tutti Frutti yazıyor.
It smells faintly of apricot. You feel
Tarçında meyvemsi hiçbir şey olmadığını belirtmeli.
there's nothing fruity.
Tarçın bir meyve değil ki.
It's a spice. Can a used wrapper shrug? Seems like that's what the wrapper is doing somehow. Good question. There is no answer or secret phrase written on the drawn by regret. Stop before you hurt yourself with a tutti frutti wrapper. Throw it. You carefully fold the wrapper into a square before putting it back into your pocket, lovingly even.
İlginç. Tutti Frutti ile etkileşime girdik.
You hear someone walking around inside. The walking stops abruptly, but you can feel tension on the other side. A poor communard from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door.
Doğru arama şey yoksa.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside.
It's generally easier to do things if you have
Peki. Şimdi seni dinleyeceğim ama her yeri araştırmamız lazım.
This door has been closed with a padlock. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded.
Tel makası gerçekten yok yani, bulamadım. Belki bir yerde buluruz.
That isn't just a five-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram. The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure. To symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social... The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about because white is the color of peace. Gone is the glory of hope. Only the scribblings of impoverished students remain. You are the big communism builder now. It's you or...
Moral canım düştü. Bas bir tane daha bas bari. Oo, gözlük aldık. Mantık ama otoriteden bir kısıyor. Narkomanyatik kesin. Aman tanrım. Otoritemiz -1. Toplamı kaç otoritenin? 3. İşbirliği 0. Bir de retorik. Retorikte 4. Şunları çıkartayım ya. Tek hızda 0. Bari böyle dursun. Kim? Bir şu balkona bir gidelim. Adam gördüğümüz yer buraydı. Sadece bir kapı mı? Okay. ...29... Sanırım geldik adama. 30... Ay şu şişe de ne kadar güzel.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Number 28. This is where the...
Let's see if anyone's home.
No one answers.
Looks like the only name we're looking for is...
Belli ki evde değil, aynen öyle. Konuşmak için en iyi şansımız akşam gelmek. Evet.
We should return tonight after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.?
Tamam.
Sound good? Tonight at 9 p.m.
Okey. Şimdilik buralarda da bir şeyler yok. Sonra içeriği gezmeye devam edelim. Burası nereye gidiyor? Burası büyük ihtimal buraya çıkıyor diyecektim ben de tam. Tamam, güzel. El makasımız olsaydı işte o şeyi açardık. Şu kapıyı açardık. Aa, tel makasımız varmış ya. Çok pardon. Ben fark etmedim.
This door has been closed.
Oo, yine de düşük.
A chalk drawn number on the board says
El yatkınlığı. Okey, bir tek bu var.
this door has been closed.
42 oldu.
A chalk drawn number on the
Da bugün
You're trying to cut the
I believe it's the shackle you mean to cut, detective.
He's just trying to help. Don't take it bad. Relax.
Perhaps you should give it another go.
ya Kim, bugün zar atamıyorum ya. Moralimizi var ya yok ettim ya. Zar gelmiyor bugün ya. Bunu elime aldığımda mı şey oluyor? Oo, empati artıyormuş. Bak, bunu bilmiyordum. Haritam -2 oluyor ama. Okey. Şu kadınla konuşmayı deneyelim.
You hear someone, a poor
Do you have a warrant?
Let's go.
It's generally easy.
Give me a moment.
Kaç dakikası kaldı şeyin? Daha 1 saat var. Ben burada daha uzun süre geçirmiştim sanki diye hatırlıyorum. Vay yaş. Okey. Tekrar şunu elimize alsak acaba açabiliyor muyuz? Adamla konuşma çıkmış.
It's dark. And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand. Right.
Tamam canım, biliyorum. Şimdi alacaktım ben de elime. Arkadaşlar gezdik ya buraları. Biliyoruz. Rahat olun. Lütfen.
This old fire, the whole thing resembles your flashlights. Some of the writing has.
Bunlardan birinde şey yapmıyor muyduk ya biz?
This old fire, the whole thing resembles history classes. Students with.
Yok.
This orange machine is buzzing like you slip your. If you want to try again, then you need to have the.
Equip the pry bar.
Ben bunun şeyini bir çıkartacağım ya.
Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to something close to you. This orange machine. This orange machine, turning the crank, is all gone now. You'll never become a. What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than some frozen fat and sugar? Turning the crank is all gone now. What better to assuage?
Allah Allah.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting. This orange machine, turning the crank, feels oddly satisfying. It's all gone now. You'll never become. What better to a.
Şey de çıkmadı bu sefer. Al dene. Bak -20'sin ama filan tarzında bir şey de çıkmadı.
Only the red cape somewhere.
Belki de şimdi çıkacak. Evet, 20 dakikadır beni büyük, oyunu küçük izliyorsunuz. Neyse, bir şekilde hallederiz onu da. Tekrardan bir şunu bir bakacağım. Tekrardan elime crowbar'ı almışım. Tekrar bir yanına gideceğim.
This
Yine
orange
aynı şey oluyor. Ben bunu fişini çıkartacağım ya.
two cables up something close.
Belki bunun donması geçince açılır. Ya belki. Çok saçma oldu ama ya oyunda o kadar kötü zar attım ki oyun kilitlendi, yani şu an ne yapacağım bilmiyorum. Şu haritada deneyebileceklerimizi bir daha deneyelim bari. Zaten kötü zar atıyoruz yani. Neredeymiş? Bir dur ya. O. Biblo standı nerede bilmiyorum. Gerçekten bilmiyorum bu nerede. Avlu duvarı, biblo standı. Allah Allah. Şeyin içinde mi acaba? Şu dükkanın içinde mi acaba?
You see several packaged raincoats fill.
Oo, yağmurluk dayanıklık veriyormuş.
And juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent.
Çok iyi, 4'e hem de. Ver ya.
Slogan.
Here you go.
The tear machine stands in your bottles clunk.
2 tane şişe bulduk bula zaten. Avlu duvarı dedi. Büyük ihtimal şunun arkasındaki şey. Bir tane duvar var. Niye buna bakıyorum ki dediğimiz yer büyük ihtimalle. Bunun o tarafa yakın diyor biblo standına da. Herhalde oralarda bir yerdedir. Oraya öyle bir gidelim bakalım. Hı.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Yeah. Why?
Why must we stop to look?
Ya deniyoruz kardeş, deniyoruz işte. Zaten düşük zar atıyoruz. Sal devam edelim bari düşük zar atmaya. Şu muydu acaba? Okey. Yani burada bir yerde o. Biblo standı. Al duvarını zaten yenemedik. Biblo standı da buraya çok yakın ama yani hatırlayamadım da ne olduğunu da bilemedim. Kuno, empati. O da açılmış. Kuno ile empati yapalım bari. Efsaneymiş zaten. Zaten dün zarlar yani şu an toplamı altının üzerinde olan zar gelmedi herhalde.
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right?
Yo bilmiyorum.
Cracked it. All in a good day's work. What do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is.
Kadının kocası bu değildir be.
Yes, and you found him. Now go and tell the working class woman. Didn't she repeatedly tell you but he is missing? You heard her. The worry in her voice. Do marriages make any sense?
Evlilik mantıklı değil mi?
Honor. You're not a filthy philosopher. You're an officer of law, not honorable recruit, not honorable.
Kadın mesela nasıl çıktı buraya? En büyük sorulardan biri. Aa kilitliymiş bu. Açık göstermiyor mu diyor. Yok kapalı gösteriyor. Çöp konteyneri. Aynı çöp konteyneri, onu açtık zaten. Harita duvarı. Büyük ihtimal kitapçının içinde. Halteri biliyoruz. Aynada da bir şey çıkmayacak. Bizim ne kadar zamanımız var abi? Tam 1 saatimiz var. Oyun bana dedi ki kitap okumak çok güzel zaman geçirir dedi. Bir kitap okuyalım. Bir saat bir geçsin. Şu an ilerleyemiyorum yani.
Several maps have been. The maps look old and faded. This large map, Ozon, disintegrating into math. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou. You can. Lost little pearls of light. 850 million people live. The ocean connections to other worlds.
Wow, bu kadar konuşma çıkacağını tahmin etmemiştim ben.
You have little idea what they are. Perhaps they are gods. God, the north coast of a verdant, to the east, rolling hills. Hudon. It's somewhere to live. It's so small you can't even see it. No, this is somewhere to be. Shelves full of biographies of.
Biyografi var.
This bookstore is
Paranormal var.
shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring.
Suç romanı.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Titles contain the word yılında somewhere.
9 çok para istiyorsun ama ya.
Shelves filled to the
Oh, you're a police officer.
crime fiction. These books, furthermore, they have no idea how. What's more, they complete not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officers. You see, a killing is declared. Dick Mullen, yes, tragedy called. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen? Your attempt to grasp at the answer fails. It seems very close by, pulsating just out of reach.
Onunla bir daha konuşalım.
Again, esteemed officer. Goodness, you were already doing good. Browsing the shelf. Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself.
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
Tek kitap olarak o şey çıkıyor ama. Şuradaki çıkıyor.
The display rack is
Al hadi ya.
Oh yes, certainly. Another good sale.
Akşam kalacak yerimiz kalmadı şu an.
the cover of this tattered paperback features the man from yılında standing atop a pile of bloody corpses. His two zweihan behind him rise the harsh, snow-capped peaks of his native Northlands. In bold red letters, the title, Yılında. The story opens in media res. The man
59
from
oldu bile.
Yılında. By nightfall, only the man from yılında and his blood brother, noble Tiribol, 9 Tiribol. It is physically impossible for it, and with deadly finesse, his twin blade, the man from yılında stares.
Oldu mu? 28 dakika daha var. Biraz daha o zaman.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinaise'de. Your finger moves through finally.
For a more detailed view of the
Evet, onu yapmıştık. Şununla etkileşime gireyim ya.
It's the ledger you found. Oh, and the cool piece of toilet paper is stuck to the back. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. Still wet, the toilet
Hala ıslak mı?
plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off with your finger and voila, the ledger now looks marginally better. The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It arson, petty theft. You don't exactly close them. Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open. Inside, you stare at the card, willing your hand to move. It refuses. It's too much, not a game. It's slightly, ever so
Ama defter biraz daha iyi görünüyor dedi ama otoriteyi çözemedi. O zaman bunu okumaya devam.
The man from yılında stares out at you from the cover. His face, the story opens. By nightfall, only the man from yılında and his blood brother, 9 to it is physical and with deadly finesse. His twin blade scissors. A few chapters later, the man from yılında and Tiribol. This book, The Northmen, the man from yılında extracts a high price from the desperate king. He asks land for the homeless desert pygmies living exiled in the kingdom's borderlands. Hrothgar offers the hat. The man from yılında stares at you.
Aç bunu aç. Aç şunu. Bir şükür ya.
Theory. Everything is calm in the
Kabul
eye
et.
of the race.
Güzel. Bak işte bonus düşünce kavramlaştırma verdi mesela. Tamam. Bunlar ne verecek acaba? Peki, tamam. Artık adama gidebiliriz. Koş Kim koş. Bizim bölge hep koşarak yapar işleri. Koş. Sonunda. Ay bir giyinseydik. Dur.
The unpromising.
Dur dayı. Ha, dur ne istiyorsun bir ona bakayım.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
Şimdi senin bu fikrin ne verdi bize? Aynen kavramlaştırma verdi. O yüzden kavramlaştırma verebilecek bir şeyler giymem daha iyi olur bence. Bir de mantık giyeyim. Bir de manipülasyon giyeyim. Güzel. Zaten bu manipülasyonlar birbirlerini sıfırlıyor. Otoritemiz çok düştü yalnız ya. Kaç şu an? 3. Yapıştır.
The unpromising race pupil returns. And
Bir çok iyiymiş. Bunu diyeyim de birazcık gururu okşansın.
everyone can see that. It has little to do.
Baby, don't be mean. Give him another chance.
Anything for you, babe. Look, babe. The petulant rock'n'roll rebel thinks the racial synthesis exists to rankle his sensibilities.
I knew he wouldn't.
Anlayamadık.
get it done. He's like a cop or something.
You think he is an old man, but inside he is a teenager who only sees him degenerate social democrat. I take pity on you. You clearly want to enter the harbor bad, like a little boy who wants to go on the potty. I can press the button very well. You may enter the door once. Our race conversation here has concluded.
Finally.
Bence de. Oldu oldu. Çok da güzel oldu. Çözdük mü çözdük. Boş ver. Her işçi yönetim kurulu üyesidir. Demokrasi isteğin. Daktilo. Okey. Ne? Kartpostal mı? Tamam, bulduklarımıza sonra bakayım. Tek tek girmek şey oluyor. Al abi al. Hatta bir tane de basalım. Oo, gözlük bulduk, bir dakika. Kimse kıpırdamasın. Görsel analiz yapıştır. Kartpostalları satayım bari. Hiç de para getirecek gibi değiller ama. Sen niye yiyordu bu? Oyunculuk. İyi, oyunculuğu da bu şey yapıyor. Kafa kafaya oluyorlar.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one.
It's unfortunate for the union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks. The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized select hundreds of
Adamlar
documents containing
şeyi açık bırakmış, çekmeceyi.
two kinds of transactions stand out, and the same materials being handed over to companies. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company
%72. Hadi artık zar gel ya.
You try
Oh
to
be.
focus. Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor.
Leo. Güzel ringin borcu. Bu Leo galiba Evrart için çalışan bir eleman. Eğer bunu bulursak bazı şeyleri bulabiliriz.
All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Evrart Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it.
The special borscht seems a bit odd in the list. What is so special about this borscht? Code for drugs? Booze? Blood?
Aynen.
Remember, Leo, all items on the list, hundreds of documents, and the same materials. You already went through all of these. The drawer slides shut.
Şu.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change.
Okay.
Looks like someone left his This is your cloak. You can feel it.
Yes, it does bear the RC. The service cloak issued to you by your station.
As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, I will shield you from the elements and give my life for yours.
Güzel. Kendi paltomuzu bulduk. Ve 2 tane artı veriyor. Güzel. Buraya gidemiyoruz. Okey. Oo. Güzel. Fena değil en azından yani.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a frame. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out. René looks like he's about to smile. This photo must be.
Why did you take that picture of René? Fine, but let's move. I don't want to be seen snooping.
Ya korkma be abicim. Polissin sen ya, rahat ol. Bunda da etkileşime geçebiliyormuşuz. Bir geçelim o zaman.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesel. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers. Because Friesel was in. To your disappointment, after rifling the pages, the magazine is divided.
Dur, şimdi vakit alabilir. Daha sonra. Oo, buraya çıkabiliyor muyuz? Ha, okey. Bu ne? Hoparlör. Ne bulduk ya? Serseri eldiveni mi? Ülke içgüdü arttırıyormuş. Vay yavrum vay. Güzel. Elektrokimya, el yatkınlığı. Elektrokimyaya zaten bir birimiz var.
The lyrics to this, the accent is so thick.
Container, Evrart, he looks after everyone. Huh?
The look in his.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you? I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know. And folks, got it. Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister. Oh yes, born and raised in Irish, mister.
Nereli olduğumuzu konuşuyoruz. Klasik muhabbet.
People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am.
Okay.
Sure, mister. About what? Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs. We're on a strike. The whole union is.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Evrart is in his office, where he always is. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Evrart sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so. Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
Bak kimin yaptığını birazcık ağzından kaçırdı bu.
Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Evrart telling them to take some...
Don't go all bad cop on this simple friendly fellow.
Hangisi kötü polislik yapmamak ki?
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't...
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this under hard ease.
Look at him. It's not going to be anything useful anyway. Don't fight it. Better to go with the flow.
I remember I was the runt of the class, but Mr. Evrart and his brother always came to help. Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches. Noel, Mr. Evrart and Mr. Edgar are real nice guys, mister. You should go...
You're never getting anything useful out of him. It's good enough you found out Evrart has a brother called Edgar, and he helped Leo.
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm like Mr. Everart's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Evrart...
Biri gittim biri geliyor çünkü.
Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Ben Beaufort.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio.
Şu Elizabeth adındaki avukat kesin bu ya. Gerçek adı Beaufort demek ki.
Stay on this Miss Beaufort topic.
Oh, Lizzie. She is a
Bak
real
Lizzie,
sharp.
Elizabeth.
Mr. Evrart put her through some fancy school and everything. East of the...
He respects that word.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood. Knows everybody.
For a fraction of a second, there's sadness.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemaitre said so. And she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50...
Law school? Could she be talking about the union fixer? A.K.A.
Aynen öyle.
gardener.
Looks like it.
I'm not sure what a fixer is, but she is a real nice girl.
Telling the gardener you know her name might throw her off. Perhaps something to consider later.
Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht. Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling
Özel borş çorbası götürüyormuş.
It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadam's boar dogs every time the lunch is done. Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling bags. Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language.
Şu
Speak what we speak.
yukarıda duran, merdivende oturan Manana adam dilinden konuşuyormuş o. Okey. Onu belki onunla konuşturmaya ikna edebiliriz.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir. Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting. Oh, you want Mr. Evrart then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They guys like Mr. Evrart and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real. Oh, Mr. Evrart is where he always is. In his office, of course.
Burada bir tane bir kırmızı şey var. Onu yapmadan önce şu konteyneri bir aşağı alalım. Konteyneri tekrardan bir soralım. Ondan sonra. Neredendi? Hah.
A rusting control panel. Marsh. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Güzel. Geçemiyor muyuz ya? Okay.
with a surprisingly
I can't see how that was worth the records, except for seeing the crane in action.
Oğlum dur bakalım içinden neler çıkacak ya. Daha içine bakmadık.
before you stands a cargo container.
Is this like your thing with that wall again? You do? Because I don't. There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one? There may very well be, but we are not here. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to talk to the Union, right?
You attempt to your left. The lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement. No reply.
Kapıyı açılmaya ikna et. Retoriğimin aşırı yüksek olmasına rağmen %8 olması peki.
Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Because why wasn't an option? Now is not the time to get
Okay.
philosophical.
Gerçekten fiziksel bir kullanım yoktu, ondan ona bastım. Belki
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened the bathhouse in... No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. Oh, that one.
Told you.
okay. Mantık. Tamam. Orta %72.
Yes, I am. Sure, mister.
Mantık. Mantığa eksi veren bir şey varsa hemen çıkartalım. Mantığa eksi veren bir şeyimiz var mı? Şu an yok. Mantığa artı veren bir şeyimiz var mı?
Oh, hey, mister. No trouble at all, mister.
Hangisi de bu muydu?
Trouble at all. Oh,
%83 artık alırız herhalde.
Yes, I am.
Of.
Containers in the yard are green in wild. It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core.
No, not really. Miss Evrart doesn't tell me all the big things.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
Oh, mister. No trouble.
Bu kadardı. Okey. Şimdi güzel broş görevini aldık. Şimdi içeridekiyle konuşacağız. Üstümüzdeki bütün her şeye artı verenleri giyelim ya bence. Elektrokimya, işbirliği, tepki hızı. Tepki hızı eksi mi? Okey. İşbirlik eksi 2 oldu ama neyse ilk yargı 3. Bunu çıkartalım. Biz mantık. Üstümüzdeki mod iyi. Kavramsal manipülasyon. Elektrokimya. İlk yargı 3 kalsın. Okey. Bence girebiliriz. Adamın çalışma yerine baksana ya. Okay.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair. Yet,
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat. I'm Evrart Clare. Head of the Debarders Union here in Martinaise.
Orta İşçileri Sendikası'nın lideri.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a device.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
He's trying to throw you off your game with this Dubois.
Oturmayacağım kardeşim. Allah
Very
Allah.
well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions. I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level. Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave.
You're no Titan of Felician, buddy. He's got you in a fork. Sit down or leave.
Vay. Muhabbetin buna gideceğini hiç düşünmüyordum. Okay.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another. So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative?
The chair
Evet yani resmen
to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating
Okay.
your backside.
sağlığımızı düşürdü.
By the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners. It pains me to say.
Gart'ı bile tanıyor.
This should take care of that nonsense. It should be sufficient to cover your
Oo,
expenses
çek
for a few
verdi.
days and patch over your differences with a...
Hey, that's
25 real mi?
That's good money. Think of all the stuff you could.
Oha.
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Okay, okay. I respect a man with principles.
Bir gecelik kalışımızı almadık.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost
Abi adam
girl.
silahımızın bile kaybolduğunu biliyor ya. Her şey farkında.
As we speak. I've got my best hounds looking.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only two words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gone. When he said, "Don't worry," he actually meant, be very worried.
Are you all right, Harry? You say you got this, but you seem a little anxious to me. Don't be. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling
%3.
everything's going to be all right.
Ya sandalyeye oturtmasaydı belki çok düşük bir ihtimal bir şeyler olurdu. Neyse.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry. Oh,
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
what is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here?
Aynen. Rahatla.
Down.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry! Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of...
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here.
Bu adam acaba sonra mı gelmek lazım ya?
I know I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me. But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk.
Yes, that sounds good.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors. And I'm sure you're going to open this one with flying colors, Harry. This really is very simple, and there's nothing shady about it.
An excellent opportunity presents itself, sire. You could win the trust of the arch-liar, pretend to play into his hand. Then, should you wish, bend his efforts towards your own.
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there.
Hmm.
Nothing to worry about.
Polislere haber veren kişiyi arıyor bu da büyük ihtimalle.
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more important...
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi. A loud, blabbering Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. Fantastic, my friend. You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
Bu adamla bunları konuşmak istemiyorum ya. Şu dışarıdaki konteynerda ne var diye sorabilirim.
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them. Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Yes, your lost gun. Your gun will be found.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
Bunları bu adamla konuşmak istemiyorum ya. Konuşsam mı? Sendikada yerel uyuşturucu ticaretine karıştığını duydum. Demek sıkıntıya sokar gibi geliyor bana. Bence bu kadar şimdilik.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate. Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Indian man.
Yes?
Şu adamdan şeyi de alalım. Adı nedir onun? Anahtarı. Ondan sonra bu bölümü de burada bitirelim.
You're back before the...
Yalnız yani bugünkü zarlar var ya, beni öldürdü ya.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too, probably.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk. A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open? Oh, say no more. I got you. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say. Polar weasel? What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all right.
Okay.
Our organization is what you call
Okay, but where did you get the key?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that none of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess. I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are.
He means he's not going to tell you because he
Okay.
doesn't know. But who he is and what they're fighting for? This is interesting.
Los Ardis? They're an independent military. They're sort of like you. Preserved.
Is he actually comparing you, an officer of the law, to some... Come on. He's just trying to keep the peace.
Why not? Must be nice being something else for a change. The rest of us are just folks. The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing? What a thought. Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Your dead guy was an enemy combatant. He was an agent of the opposition. Honorable efforts.
Adam şeymiş. Bazı Nedir onun adı? Ajanmış yani, evet aslında.
I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me.
He's not lying.
Understood. This has been a...
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. We're negotiating our share. Aye. This stuff, they already covered. Never grateful. Were we ever grateful, we'd have nothing. You fight for every piece. All of it.
This seditious talk sounds like communism. Just so we're on the same page, communism is basically wanting to kill the rich people. Or
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? The old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish. He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt. Besides, there are no non-corrupt.
not you, you would like to say. But then there's that. This man has political theory, and it has not failed him today.
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler note. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't. I have nothing against communists. They are honorable boyaderos. But my own code serves me well. If my code starts failing, a code can fail a man as well as a man can fail a code, then I will have to submit to a new one, which may well be communism. See, I am primarily a lazy person.
No doubt he's communist enough to call himself such, but he won't.
Kendisi komünist diyecek kadar komünist biri.
He likely believes that when someone has radical ideas, he should still rather... It might come in handy to present ideas as a part of reality, the only reality that exists.
That's one way to call it, friend. An unnecessarily complicated way.
Laziness, self-interest, and negligence certainly fit the doctrine.
Is it the dulcet tone of ultra-liberalism?
At least some people are willing to make the necessary sacrifices in order to reach higher and to better the world.
Sure, I've had the necessary free time. Fortunately, there's always...
The look in his brown eyes, it all comes together now. The way he speaks about scabs, his general, that of a noble peasant or a traveling herdsman. True to yourself, independent in your actions, loyal to your friends. No. No. The man sits on the
Okay. Bir puan daha aldık. Şunun ikisine veriyor. Kavramlaştırma veriyor. Bu ikisi güzel ya. Bu ikisi kalsın. Bu duyarlılık veriyor zaten. Bu dayanıklılık veya sınamaları açılıyor. Ama şimdi şunu unutup bunlardan birine verebilirim ama az önce soğukkanlıktan tokadı yedik ya. öyle yapacağım ya. Şunu unutacağım. Şunu içselleştireceğim. Magnezyum da alsaydık iyiydi. Ha, bu arada burada bitireyim. Onu unuttum ya. Daldık gidiyoruz valla. Evet, Disk Elysium'da yani patronla konuştuk, sopalandık ya. Patronla da demek ki nasıl konuşursan konuş sopayı yiyorsun yani. Ben bu ikinci konuşmam oldu. İlk o Türkçe dil desteği çıkmadan önce oynadığımda konuşmuştum. Orada tokatı yemiştim yani. Neyse. İzlediğiniz için teşekkür ediyorum. Lütfen kanala abone olun. Videoları beğenin. Güzel yorumlar yazın. Bunları bekliyorum. Şurada bir oynatma listesi çıktı. Buradan girip şeyin Disk Elysium'un komple hepsini izleyebilirsiniz. Teşekkür ettim tekrar izlediğiniz için. Haydi bay bay.